You too. What up? What it do, good people? It's your boy Simplified. I'm back. About to break down today's slate. Tuesday, March 10th. Last night's slate. I'm just happy I didn't lose that much money, man. Not even gonna lie. I'm just happy that I didn't lose that much money. Allow the room to populate a little bit so I could chop it up with a few of you folks. Then we're gonna jump right into it. We got 9 games. Crazy. I'm not upset at Milwaukee for what they did at all. I'm just upset that I knew they were gonna do that. They knew they were gonna sit all those players. They just waited till an hour before the game to announce it, which is fine and legal because when it was time to put out their starting lineup, they did so. They didn't break any rules. The only people that felt it was us, DFS players, because I mean they did say that Bledsoe was doubtful, so they gave us the heads up with that. And Middleton and them was available. They just didn't play. And at the end of the day, you don't want to give away your strategy to the opponent that's watching film and preparing to play you, thinking that you're coming out with a certain squad, and then you come out, you hit them left with the bench squad. So, end of the day, it is what it is. Like I said, I just didn't lose all my money. I kind of broke even. That was a Draftkings day where they were just able to rake in off of their little commission that they get. And if you did well, congratulations, man. Honestly, if you came out of that, I was doing well till Jokic started hitting a couple three. Yo, if Jokic didn't go on that little surge at the end of the game, I would have won like $400, which I thought was crazy. I'm like, what? But it is what it is. Just got to be careful moving forward. It's tank season, and I think I got a hold on how to avoid all the madness. Honestly, I'm gonna try to help you guys get there. As I go through each game, I'm not just gonna break down the game. I'm gonna tell you how I feel about the game. Is it a game you want to mess with? If so, and if not, let's bring up some of the resources. I only use 2 resources. I don't look at these blogs. I don't go to NBA teams by pace. Yeah, I don't go in. I don't look at anybody's website because at the end of the day, I lose. You know, when you do something and you see a certain result, stop doing it. If you do something and you see you win, keep doing it. You do something, you see you've been losing, stop doing it. And I've been winning quite a bit, so I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing and stop doing what I was doing when I was losing. So teams by defense. I don't look at people's resources, handmade and spreadsheets and all that. I look at their stats, my knowledge of what I know, and that's been taking me to the money. So that's it. And I want to see the standings. That's an important one we're gonna open up today. The standings, NBA standings, y'all. I'm not playing any games. I mean, certain teams I feel better about than others, to be honest. But truth be told, I'm not playing around. I'm not playing around. So let's see, Boston, 3.5 game from not being in home court, so they got something to play for. Raptors are off. They're pretty much locked in this 2 spot, I think. There's not much more they can say they're playing for, but they playing hard, so it's a team I'll mess with. Where's Chicago at 31 and a half? So they're out the playoffs. They already been messing with their starting lineup and stuff, so I'll be careful with them. I think I got like one Chicago player in my lineup today. See what's up on the West Coast. What teams? Phoenix. So you might want to be careful with them, but they're short-handed and they're playing hard. So I don't know. The highest price player in my lineup today is 70 something $100. Okay, I'm telling y'all right now, I'm not with the bullshit no more. I'm picking the stock of player I'm looking for is low risk, high reward. Players that safe floors but super ceiling, and I'm trying to handpick them today. I'm going to share them with you guys because that's what I do. All right. But yeah, we got to consider the standings and what teams are doing because it's ridiculous. If it's just getting ridiculous. Like Boston, let's see who they Miami Heat. Okay. And then so 3.5 games out of getting that home court. Uh, they should come out playing decent today. Who's in here with me? Up in smoke, just me and you. What up? Should have changed my line, but still would have had to change out Middleton. I just took out Middleton and just threw in people. Try to make it work. Didn't quite work. But let's get into it, man. Indiana versus Boston. When we look at Indiana, I see Brogdon is still out. What's going on with Oladipo? He's questionable. Where are they? What's going on with them on the standings? They're trying to get in that first, at least that first round bye. Is that what I see going on here? They're 2 games behind the Heat. So they have reason to come out. That first round home court. They have reason to come out playing some good basketball. 5,600 for Oladipo. Arguably something you might want to take a shot on. They say that his minute restriction lifted or whatever. But look in the last 10 games, this guy hasn't touched 30 minutes yet. And games have been close. And teammates have been out. It's not like the team is like fully staffed. Okay? So teammates have been out and games have been close and he's not touching 30 minutes. So with that being said, I'm thinking his floor is starting to look a little more safer. I'm seeing anywhere from 27 to 32 for 5K. I like that. But he's taking quite a bit of shot, 18 shots. I mean, this looked like maybe a ceiling game for him, maybe, would you say? 18 shots up, 7 assists, 6. I think this is a pretty decent game for 27 minutes. So at 5K, I want to have hopes that he can get me to the 40s and 50s, even though I'm confident he can get me that 5 times value, but just doesn't give me that confidence, man. I don't see it. His teammates been down. He's not getting any minutes. He's a guy that's been hurt a couple times. They're not gonna do it. They're not gonna play him. Aaron Holiday's getting minutes, but he's taking 6 to 8 shots. Do we want that for 5K? He's barely touching 30. Is that what you want? No, not me. Um, his brother or cousin or whoever he is getting minutes in the mid 20s at min price. Maybe I might want this. If he looked like he's a point per minute against this team. If he getting 22 minutes, 25, this is what you call sneaky, right? These are the plays you call sneaky. Opportunity to be there. He's coming in, but just be careful. The fact that I'm looking here and I see he shot 5 for 6 just to get to 18, it worries me a little bit. Okay, or I'm looking here and the other time he hit value, he got to 19, but what happened? He had 3 steals, went 4 for 7. So it seems like he has to work pretty hard just to hit value for that mid price. Almost flawless games, racking up defensive stats. In other words, he doesn't seem too involved in what the team has going on. He's like a getting residual pickup stuff, right? So I'm not too interested in that. Jeremy Lamb is out. TJ Warren is probably a better play. We want a mid 30s from him. He's averaging in 4 games 34. That's decent. In the last 10 games, I would say 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of 10 times he'll get you value. It's just that for 6K when he doesn't hit value, he's getting you like 25, right? I mean, well, Milwaukee's the best defense in the NBA, so let's forgive him. San Antonio's been very, very easy to attack lately. He got there. Dallas have been difficult to attack. Okay, Cleveland easy defense. He got there. Portland I think has been easy to attack. He didn't really get there. Charlotte too. He didn't really get there. He's playing 38 minutes. He only came out with 26 against Portland. But we could say that Ariza defense is okay. We could forgive him for that. Toronto good defense. And then New York and Milwaukee flashed some massive upside. So this is the kind of game I think TJ Warren has the opportunity to go off. I don't see why not. Opportunity will be there. He's at home. He's playing Boston. Have they played? In 29 minutes, he only got 20. So that might have me like, whoa, I don't know. I don't have any interest in him, but if I'm breaking it down and I'm looking at each player, I think it's worth taking a shot on for sure. And the Sabonis for 9K, I would say no. Now, if you get 53 from him, you don't come into me in my head, like, oh, you said not to play Sabonis. Honestly, 53 is just 5 times value there. I don't see the room for massive upside. I'm trying to get into the upper 300s at this point. In 34 minutes, you only put up 50. For that price, people might say, hey, that's a 50. But I don't believe in that. That's not my strategy. I would say no. I wouldn't mess with him. to be honest. The matchup's not even that great. He's at home, but if anything, I'll take a risk on some Turner, who seems to just live in the 30s as of late. He's gonna get you the least amount of every single game in the last 10 games. He's got you some blocks, and like I mentioned the other day, he's doing it without getting into foul trouble. He's playing Boston in 24 minutes. He put up 21, so a little less than a point per minute. But nowadays, he's playing 30 minutes. He got his minutes back. It was a time when he wasn't getting his minutes. So if I need 30 from him, low 30s in the last 10 games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 70% of the times, he'll get you there. If we look at his home and away splits, he's a better player at home. So all signs says that this guy should have a good game tonight. He's not coming off of a back-to-back. Um, all signs are pointing there. The only game that he really had a tough time was Milwaukee, which we all know is the best defense in basketball. Let's see. Pull up my little thing here. Team defense. Last 6 games. And again, guys, you don't got to look at these people's spreadsheet. I mean, you can pay your premium if you want and go into the websites or whatever. But if you look at how I break down and it's successful, it's not like it's not like at the end of the slate you look back and say, nah, simplify is bullshit. What I do works. Period. Okay, so the fact that it does and you can do it for free, you don't need the spreadsheet. It's right here. It's on the NBA website. Okay. Look, in the last 6 games, Milwaukee, and this number here is not that great because Giannis is going to miss. So these numbers are going to be a little bit off because Giannis is going to be out. But they're the best defense. They're up there. They're up there in the best defense. And all the teams that I said don't attack are here. The Clippers is here. Lakers, Grizzlies, Dallas as of late. I'm not attacking none of these teams like that. I'm not. These teams are playing great. Grizzlies are playing great basketball right now. Great basketball. I don't know if you guys are following, but they're blowing teams out left and right. They're not playing. Playoff time, they're going to be a hard out. I don't know what the heck. I mean, that coach doing something right over there, but they playing great basketball. But yeah, Miles Turner is probably my favorite Indiana player. Him and I think that Sabonis could be a little bit sneaky. So I would go with one of those two if I was to mess with this game. And then we look at Boston. Point guard, we have Kemba, pretty much. And for this price, Kemba, I would say, is a safe play. In 35 minutes, he already dropped a nice, smooth 60 bomb on them. He's been kind of easing his way back coming from an injury. Hasn't really been playing those 40 minutes game anymore. At this point of the season, I wouldn't really expect any injury-prone player to play massive minutes. Okay. And this is a guy who's been battling injuries, missing games. He has a knee issue. I don't think they're gonna give this guy. They're already in the playoffs. Their team is not that deprived. I think Jaylen Brown is the only one still down. I don't expect this guy to get big minutes. Not at this point in the season. The season has maybe another month left before playoffs will start rolling around, and they're gonna want their guys healthy. All right. So you see a close game here. He played 31 minutes and he got 33, and he only shot 4 for 14. He's a better shooter than that. You get this guy shooting about 50 to 60. 50% would have been, what, 3 more shots? Call it 6 to 8 more if he hit a couple threes. That would easily put him in the 40 range, right? And he's capable. I mean, on the season, he's shooting, what? Field goal percentage on the season, 42%. All right. The thing is, like I said, if the guy have a banged up knee at this point in the season, one of two things. Either I think they're going to take it easy on him, or I think he's going to have a trip to the locker room. Both of which has been hurting folks a lot over the last couple of days. So these kind of players, you just ask yourself, is it worth it? I mean, am I going to really play for his pay up? Do I need it? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of other players that's healthy, rookies and shit, that's getting a lot of opportunities right now. Those are the kind of guys that I'm looking at to pick on. And that's my mindset going through the rest of this season is, just stay away from them type of plays, for real. Like Marcus Smart now. I'll probably show him some love. He hasn't missed anything to any injuries, okay? He's getting 37, 38 minutes per game, okay? He's taking 17 to 23 shots, okay? He's getting rebounds, assists, okay? He plays defense. His assist numbers may start going down now that Kemba is back in the mix. But even with Kemba in a couple of games, he's still getting to the bag, you know what I mean? So this is the type of player I would feel good about. I would say I feel good about Smart, and I feel good about Turner. This is the type of guy I feel good about, I mean, he let me down the other day, but so what? He came back the next day and brought me to the money. You guys, what was the game that he let us down? Cleveland. But I even take them serious. You probably like, oh, easy money. And they won that game, but he hit us with a 25. But then other than that, in the last 10 games, and we can't really use the last 10 games because a lot of his teammates been out. But even with guys coming back, I see some good numbers from him. So, and Jalen Brown is out. So who's their real two guard? Who's his backup? Langford? No, Langford doesn't have a big effect. Hayward and Tatum are forwards, right? There's no other guards. It's him. Let me tell you, it's him, Wanamaker, Langford, and Kemba. Wanamaker and Langford are non-factors. The team is not dependent on them to win games. So unless this shit blow out or something, then give Marcus a chance, man. I think Marcus is pretty safe, man. You know? And then we look at Hayward. Had a decent game last game, but Hayward left some real sour taste. And another guy just came back from some injuries, was banged up, had surgery a couple years out, got knee issues going on. I guess he played 40 minutes against OKC, and they were really trying to win that game. It was a hard loss. But and Houston, he played 41, Utah 36. And these are teams that are all tough down low, right? Um, Portland, not so much. He couldn't. Lakers, tough down low. Minnesota, easier. He did well. So I see an avenue for him to do well, but it's not a priority of mine. I don't feel like I need to go there, to be honest. I just don't. Ojale has been getting a little extra run. Not really. Since Hayward came back, he kind of got back the boot. And then Thice and Cantor. I always like Thice, but he's hit or miss, right? He'll go from 20 to 30, 12 to 25. I'm not into those games. I'm not. I mean, Thice, really? Is that what you want? No, I don't want it. So I'm like, give me some Tatum, but 8,900 for Tatum again. That's their best player. He's the one that's carrying the load right now. He shot pretty poorly, 36%, and he got to 35. Now that the team's healthy, I don't see a 90K Tatum is what I want at home on the road against Indiana. His home and away split's not too much off, but again, he's just too expensive for this time of year and for like my strategy. I would expect 50, mid 50s, mid to low 50s, and we see that he can do it. He's done it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 60% of the time. So I'm not gonna sit here and say he doesn't have it in him. Against in 37 minutes though, he only put up 31 against this team, and he shot pretty bad, 4 for 13. We know he's a better shooter than that. Taking 19 to 24, similar like Marcus Smart. So why not go Marcus Smart for the cheaper tag, and that's gonna get you the same kind of usage. That would be my suggestion, but that's how I feel about that game right there. That's one down, guys. I'm gonna take my time with this one tonight because I want a big night tonight. So I'm gonna take my time. I don't want to miss nothing. Okay. Let me see if y'all talking. Yo, Rashad, what up? Last night sucked. Legendary be like that, man. This DFS shit. It's like at the casino. You know what I'm saying? Dealer showing a 6. You showing a ace. Your next card is a 4. The dealer, you double down. Dealer pull a 5 and a 10, 21. It be like that. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? Who's picking up for Brogdon? I don't know. Who has been? Brogdon missed, I think, the last game too. And I didn't see anyone really carry the load. So it's not something that I would lose sleep on. James, what's good? What's good with you, man? I'm here, I'm chilling, breaking this shit down, doing what I do. How you? How you? I'd rather do these slates in the evening because, you know, um, folks are not at work and such. But the way my schedule's set up, I was too tired last night. I got a new little shorty I'm dating. So I've been giving her a little bit of time at night. A little Love Jones on the phone. You know how it be. Trying to see what's up. She seems like a good egg. Oh boy. Washington versus New York. Let's check out some Washington players and see what's going on. Shabazz finally got to it. 51 against Miami Heat. That's a tougher opponent. 4 steals, 27 points. Shot decent. I don't know what it is with this guy, but I've been picking on him, can't get nothing, and all of a sudden he goes off. He gets to the line 14 times. So that's where bulk of his points came from, the line. Who he's playing? New York? I'm going to fade because the jump in price with that ceiling game, I don't like it. If I pay 5K and I get another 21, 21, 19, I've been trying with this guy. It's an outlier. In the last 10 games, he only hit value twice. It's just not worth risking my money on it. In 19 minutes, he only put up 16. And I have this notion that Elf Payton is a good defender. I don't know why I feel that way. I just do. So I'm not going to mess with it, period. But at the end of the day, he doesn't really have that much to compete with for minutes. Gary Payton supposed to be the backup, but they're not even giving him any playing time on the court. It seems like this Troy Brown kid, and I like the guy's game. I always come on here and say that he's not gonna always go 1 for 8. Okay, so if he'd have made his 13 or his 9 points here, he'd have hit value easy. I think he hits value in 3 games in 30 minutes. He's 36 against the Knicks. Um, he's getting minutes 28 to 30. The thing to watch out is if this guy plays. And it's an Achilles injury, so they might play it safe. If this guy here plays, I wouldn't like Brown as much. But if he doesn't, I'll throw Brown in a lineup and hope. Honestly, I like Brown. For that price, it's kind of cheap. And they're short on the guards. This guy's more of a wing player. They're not giving Peyton any minutes, so it's Napier and who in the backcourt? Matthews not playing. Him and Beal? Come on. Beal's going to play what? Enough minutes? 10K Bill, be careful, man. Look, I haven't seen any, 60 in like 4 games. If you're happy, if you're a person that's happy for 50 no matter what, then highly consider some Bradley Bill. But me, I'm not doing that. And if this Robinson kid plays, still won't pick him. I mean, he had a good game, and people been kind of scouting him, and then he had that go-off game against Atlanta, but I wouldn't chase it. Now that his price ballooned a little bit. Just me. But if you see something in him that you like, I think it's a good play. My favorite play here is Brown Jr. And then I'll probably stop there. The front court is getting too crowded again. All these guys getting minutes. Bertans, Hachimura, Wagner, and Bryant. So the fact that they're all getting minutes, I don't like any more than the other. If I had to pick one, I saw that Hachimura was playing 40 minutes and went 0 for 8. And I like to say, oh, he's not going to do that again. He's an NBA player. But the game before that, he played 33 minutes. He went 0 for 6. Okay? And the game before that, he played 29 minutes and he still couldn't get to the bag. So that's the type of player that I like to call a bum. I'm not playing him. Period. If I had to choose one of these guys, it'd be Bertans. Bertans is averaging on entire season 28. That's just right there by 30, the 6 times value that I like. He got some 36 in him for that 39 for that price. I would like 36 or 39 for that price. Against the Knicks, in one game, he played 30 minutes. He got to 27. Not a crazy floor. So I would say Bertans, but again, with all the competition, I'm not really excited about it, so I'll stay away. On the Knicks, the last breakdown I did, I said I don't really like to attack the Knicks like that, but in this situation, I might have to be honest. I might have to pick some Knicks. Dennis Smith Jr. might play. The last game that he played, I think he went out hurt, but then he's been getting 21, 29 minutes, okay? So that's the 26th to 24th. He got 21 and 29 minutes. Let's keep that in mind. Let's look at Frank Nicola Menina. Did he play the 26th and the 24th? He didn't play it. So he's been out. So maybe that's why his minutes. I guess what I'm trying to say is Dennis Smith is not really part of the rotation, but what if he is, right? And they have to find him minutes. That'll affect my guy, who I really like, in Elf Payton tonight. This is a dream matchup. In 3 matchups, he's averaging 33. We need just about 36. His floor seems pretty safe. I don't know what happened here against Detroit. Let me look at Detroit pace versus Washington pace and see if it's a pace thing. Give me a second. Right now, do I have Elf? I don't think so. I don't think I had him in that lineup that I made, but I have some interest. All right, so Detroit third least in pace. Oh no, that's the entire season. Let's get recent numbers, okay? Second least in pace. So that may have something to do with it. Less possessions should slow down. Top pace. Who they playing today? Washington. Top 5 in pace. So I would like to say this is a situation that I want to attack. And Washington is known for not playing defense. Teams have been running it up on them. But I think the defense have gotten better over the last 6 games, right? Let's see. Look, they're on the bottom end of the spectrum, man. Aren't they? Look. Bottom 7th least in defense. So Alfred got some interest for me. I'm doing 2 lines tonight. I think I'll squeeze in 1 and 2. And then Barrett, And this is why I probably feel even safer because say Elf and Nicola plays the one. Barrett and does Ellington get one? Yeah, he's been getting some decent run, 22 minutes last game. So Barrett and Ellington plays the two. So where's Dennis Smith? So Dennis Smith is an extra body. That could be a little bit. Both these guys getting run. Both these guys getting run. And then who's Robinson? Okay. So it's just a little strange. I would be careful with Elf if Dennis Smith rules in. Hopefully he rules out. This makes me feel more comfortable. He's questionable. Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna clear this concussion protocol. Um, he was more probable. He had a good chance to play on Sunday, and he didn't get to play. But I think he clears it, and I think he plays. And then I probably don't play Elf to be honest. At this point of the season, I feel like you know, you just never know. And this is the type of situation, I know it's the Knicks, and I'm starting to feel like these guys have so-called upside, but it's not worth it. There's so many guards that can get you to the promised land today that I wouldn't say it's worth playing Elf. Nah. The talent's there, the matchups there, everything is there. I love to play, but after just looking at what's going on and where they are in the standings and who they're playing, it's a crapshoot. There's nothing really to play for but fun. And at this point, I don't know if my USD can afford that. All right, then we look at a guy like this guy, just a cake matchup. He's way oversized for this guy in just 18 minutes, and it's not a small sample size, y'all. It's not a small sample size. In 18 minutes, this MFR got us to six times value almost. Recently, he's getting 22 minutes, getting to 40. This guy's a beast. Look, multiple blocks. This type of game blocking everything Bill coming in there with. In the last 10 games that he played, only one game without a block. That was against Houston. And the rebound numbers I think are going to be there because Bradley Bill throwing up a bunch of bricks. He's definitely coming off the bench. But he played so well last game, man. I'm going to have him in one of two, if not two of two tonight. Doubt that I'll have him in two of two, but I'll have him in one of two. Definitely love some Robinson. He took me to the bag. And I don't see why he shouldn't be able to do that again. Okay, but if I was to say favorite Nick, I would say it's Julius Randle. The floor is too safe for that, just mere 7K price. In 3 games, he's averaging 50 against this team. His minutes will never really be affected like that here. He only played 28 minutes because they got blown out. If they get blown out tonight, we might be in trouble again. But surrounded by that poor performance, 45, 46, 44, 40, 52. That's what you want, man. That's the type of players you want. So but again, he plays for the Knicks. All right, curb your enthusiasm. He plays for the Knicks, and it could get ugly. That game could get ugly. Who was it to look at? Bobby Portis. Um, sure. I mean, sure. I'm not excited about it. I mean, he had his run. Now I can say forgive the guy. He went 3 for 10. What if he goes high of 50% again? But my thing is he only played 19 minutes in a close game here. One of these games, the Utah game, I think one of those guys was out. I think Robinson or one of those guys was out, so he got big minutes. This game was a blowout. So to me, when the game stays close, Bobby Portis is not going to get the minutes. Look, and I'm not really interested. Now that guys are healthy. Okay, period. Harkless, not going to get the minutes. These guys, there's nothing else to look at. This game is done. Okay, I gave y'all my feedback on it. See who's in YouTube and what y'all talking about. What's good, bro? Joe, Gabe Santana, let's get this money. Congrats last night, man. Some way, somehow, you cracked the code on that weird slate. You did it. Berton Sneaky, yeah, I like him. Brown Jr., I like him. I did say that. I blinked on yesterday's slate. Took a day off for load management. So now you well rested, healthy legs. Let's get to the money. We gotta run it up. Let's go. Um, Houston versus Minnesota. Houston was playing very bad basketball. I do have Covington in my lineup from this game only because the small forward spot really sucked when I was trying to make my lineup, and the small forward spot really sucked. I couldn't really find much of anything, so So 1 second. The small forward spot really sucked. So I ended up with Covington. But to look at Harden, he's 11K. Need I say more? He needs 66 to satisfy me. In the last 10 games, he's done that twice. And then other than upside above that, he needs 70s and 80s. I don't see any. Minnesota is the matchup that he can get there. There's nobody that's going to hold him. I mean, Beasley plays decent defense. So I'm not going to say nobody because Beasley does play decent defense. It's just that I'm not interested there. Westbrook probably more so. We need 60 from him. And what's this guy named? D. Russ does not play any defense. Being back at home, look at his home and away split. He does a little bit better at home. Going against Beasley defense, I think Russ could get you to the bag, yes. We need 60 from him. I don't see why he can't get there tonight. There won't be that much resistance for him, but he's 10K, and that's not my strategy of play. But in the last 10 games, he got to 61, 2, 3, 4. Let's say 4 to 6 times, 40 to 60% of the times, you'll be happy to have some um, Russell Westbrook, but I'm just not interested in a 10K player tonight. Eric Gordon, questionable. Um, if it's not Westbrook or Harden, all these guys are supplemental income other than Covington now, because Covington in the last 5 games getting you that 6 times value that you want. They just came off of a blowout where he only saw 26 minutes. He couldn't really get there. Clippers, the best defense. Well, they're like top 6 in defense. So he struggled against them. And when you do that, I can say, okay, that's fine because that's what people do. That's what teams do. They struggle against the Clippers, period. Um, but with regular matchups, um, we see he got some 46, 49 upside. That's what I like to see. We see 30s is pretty regular for him. In the last 10 games, every game that he played, he's had multiple blocks. As a matter of fact, he had 4 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Then he had 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3 times. So I don't love the play honestly. I just when it comes to Rockets, I always tell myself that if it's not Westbrook or Harden, I'm not looking at it. But look at this guy. He's getting 10 to 16 shots up a game, multiple blocks. He's gonna get you some steals. Look at the steals too. 8 out of 10 times he's gonna get you some steals. He got some. He's gonna rebound. All right, especially against this small size Minnesota team with Karl Anthony Towns being injured right now. So the rebounds are gonna be there. He's gonna fill up the stat sheet, and they're coming off of a big losing streak where they're probably fed up. So I see a big bounce back for him, man. And the like I said, small forward position kind of sucks tonight. So there's a lot of good cases for him outside of the 2 guards. And then after that, I just see a bunch of bums that I don't really know. I don't want to talk about. I don't want to break it down. Unless you guys have questions, I'll answer it. But other than that, I'm all set. And then we look at Minnesota now. D. Russ. This is a good matchup for him. I do like him tonight. I don't like that he's 8,500. I don't like in 30 minutes that he only got 32 against them. He still shot his 19. I don't like that his assist numbers are 3 to 5 as of late. I was a pointing down for this guy. I mean, the shots are there, the pace is there. Okay, the pace is there, the shot attempts is there. There's absolutely no reason D. Rush shouldn't do well tonight. And if this was a week ago, I'd have probably locked him in. But I'm all set. I'm just good. I'm not paying 8,500 for him tonight. But this D. Russ usage monster. He's gonna get minutes in the 30s. He's gonna take 5,000 shots, and it's D. Russ. Is McLaughlin good? He's getting minutes in the teens. It's just a waste. Put your money in DFS unless you see something or read something. It's just not worth it. Beasley, though, I would say is probably my favorite Minnesota. I can't say my favorite because James Johnson or whatever his name is will always be my favorite Minnesota player. But Malik Beasley, his floor has been 30. We see 30 almost every game. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 out of the last 10 games, he's in the 30s. Just upside's not really much there, but he's safe. Some people call these cash plays. In 3 games, though, they gave him 25 minutes, only 16. But he did play for Denver a couple of those games, so he wasn't really as involved as he's been for this new team that he's on. He's getting 20 21 shots up. He's not really getting to the line. He's not getting any assists. He doesn't really get defense numbers in his thing that often. So I'm not really too thrilled for that 6K, but I think it's a decent play, to be honest. And then it's okay. Okoji guy, he just went off, right? Took him 3 steals. And it was a blowout, so you got an extra bit of run. So just be careful unless you think Houston is going to blow them out, which is always hard to predict. Um, Johnson I like because no matter win or lose, he always get his. This is a guy that I've been picking on. He doesn't really have too much upside. In 15 minutes, he's getting just about 15 points. He's filling up the stat sheets. He can give you any kind of stat from assists to blocks to steals to rebounds to points. Everything, every game, he's gonna give it to you. None more than the other, but safest floor in the slate probably. He's gonna get you about 20 something points. He got upside. He showed some 38, 33. So he got some jump. Give this guy a shot tonight. I don't see why not. I might have him in one of my 2 lineups. I haven't made the second one yet, but he's someone that I would definitely say why not consider him. What are you scared of? You know, like what is it to not consider? He's a good play. And then this Reed guy, Nas Reed. Whenever he stays out of foul trouble, he tends to do well. Is he going to stay out of trouble? I don't know. In 17 minutes, he already put up 20 against his team. And his style of play fits this team. Fast pace, running up and down, just not playing defense, just trying to get to score. I don't know. He got 3 steals and a block. It's a blowout. Where was his 40-point game? Chicago and New Orleans. That just makes me want to attack them if Chicago plays tonight. So I might attack them at the center spot. But I don't see much here for Nasri. Just James Johnson, and I'm all set. And that's it for 3 games. All right. Let's see who's in here. What y'all talking about right now? Made initial player pool just watching breakdown to see what cheap players you like. LOL. All right, I'm here. I'm here to help you get to the bag, brother. Let's get it. Revenge for Covington. Oh, is that so? And it's a revenge game. Okay, okay, okay. Otis said, "Yo, hit the likes. Word up, man. Hit the thumbs up, guys. Y'all know I'm the best on here. Y'all know I'm the best on this shit. What up, bro? Crazy night. Yeah, last night was kind of crazy. I didn't really lose that much. I lost a couple bucks, but so what? It could have been worse. You know, looking at that slate, it could have been worse. And I was, like I said, Jokic was high on. He took some money from me because how I talk about his bum ass. He couldn't even get halfway of value against the flipping third string team that they were playing against. What a bum. If you like Jokic, you're crazy. Anybody that likes Nikola Jokic is crazy. A bum. All right, Chicago versus Cleveland. Let's check out Chicago players, all right? They already announced their starting lineup since yesterday. This is a guy that I've been playing off the bench. I'm just going to keep going back to him. There's no reason not to. His name is Kobe White. He's playing against, let's check it out. Defense. Bad defense. Um, I'm playing against a bad defense. Oh, shit. The Sixers been giving up a lot of points without those guys on the court. He's playing against a very bad defense tonight. I don't see any reason not to like Kobe White. You got to go for Kobe White. I love Kobe White tonight. Other than that, we know that Zach LaVine is still out. Satoransky's coming off the bench, so I'm not interested. I, I always say attack. Don't attack Chicago at the point guard position because of Satoransky defense. I don't know too much about Kobe White's defense. I'm still not gonna attack them because I feel like if um, Cleveland won't come. Who you got? You got Sexton. If Sexton comes out gunning, that they might bring in Sato just to play some defense, but I don't know. I'm not really picking Sexton tonight because I feel like his assist numbers have been down. Now that Dellavedova has been more in the mix. So I would say use caution with this guy going to the bench. And this Adiciono guy, he has an Achilles issue, so I don't think they're gonna risk it at this point. And even if he plays, I think they'll take it light on him. He's a 3K minimum. I wouldn't go there. The team's getting healthy. And then they don't really have a two guard, right? It's just Valentine and Harrison. Valentine is decent, but for 5K on a slate like this, I don't really see that upside. I'm not really thrilled. Look at his numbers and see what we got going on here. Um, yeah, nothing scream at me. Nah.
Um, Harrison, when I was making my line, I kind of had him at just because I didn't like the small forward spot too much, and he was small forward eligible. But then I realized that Covington existed, and I kind of made it work for that to happen. But I mean, it's not a bad consideration. 3 out of the last 4 games, he's been getting you to 30. He got some 48-point upside. He's playing against Cleveland, who's top bottom in the bottom of the defense, as we just saw. Um, take a shot on some Harrison. The minutes in the 30s. He's filling it up. Look, every single game, a steal. Look, 4 steals, 3 steals, 2 steals, 2 steals. He's filling up the stat sheet. And if he could keep his hands himself, though, we see that he fouled out here. He has 4 fouls here. You don't want to see this guy picking up his second foul and be upset early in the game. But if he can keep out of foul trouble, I think that's definitely a good consideration right there. Um, we get his massive steals, and now he's, him, he was starting, I think, before Kobe White. So with Kobe White starting, I don't know how their minutes are going to be broken. The usage is going to be distributed, and that's another thing to be careful with. I don't think I'm going to have Kobe White in both of my lineups, only because in the starting lineup, guys tend to struggle a little more with usage and such. So I probably have him in 1 out of 2, but definitely consider some Harrison. I had him, like I said before, I discovered Covington, but I think Harrison is safe. He might be in one of my lineups, to be honest. I'll throw him in the second one. All right. Playing against a very bad defense, you just got to take a shot on that. Thad Young playing 27 minutes, got to 27. It's another guy safe floor. Got some upside in 3 games, 24 minutes, just about 19 against this team. He'll fill up the stat sheets. He can get you up to 4 to 5 blocks. He's had steals. Another guy that had at least 1 steal in every game that he's played. So it's not like an outlier. That's what he does. He's a thief. All right, he's gonna get you them stats that can help bring up his points to the finish line, to the money. But with his team getting healthy, I'm just not interested with him being the oldest guy on this team. Literally, he's the oldest guy on this team at this point of the season. His team is not going nowhere. Those are red flags. All right, I'm not doing that. Marketing is one of the youngest on his team, 4,700. I don't know if he was on a restriction, but one of the things that I'm saying is guys with like questionable injuries that's not too healthy, I'm not messing with that. I don't want to hear that you went to the locker room and you're not coming back. I'm not hearing that. So marketing is checked off for that. Otto Porter's been playing some serious basketball, and he's small forward eligible. I kind of looked over on him. He's good for a point per minute. Again, 19 to 25 minutes in close games. Is that what you want? I mean, you got to 38, yes, but is he gonna consistently do that? I don't know. I don't know. I'm worried, scared. I don't want to lose money betting on that. And then Carter Jr. should be doing better, but he's not. He's a bum. He's good for a point per minute against this team. He's getting minutes in the mid, whatever, but he's only putting up 4 to 5 shots. His rebounds are not there. He's injury prone. He just came back from a long absence. Um, I don't want him. I don't want to pick him. But he's sneaky though. Against a bad D. He's getting Drummond. He's getting Drummond tonight because Tristan Thompson already ruled out. So he's getting Drummond. So there you go. Um, Colin Sexton is someone who has been running it up. But in the last 2 games, we've seen him go from 50s to mid to high 40s and settling down into the 30s. His points, his percentage still good, 42%. I mean, a couple games he'll put up 32 and 41 shot points. I don't think he'll get there, even though those guys are out on the wing, and the Garland and Kevin Porter. But I think that he could still get there because I don't think he'll get there because he's not really bringing up the ball anymore. He's not the floor general anymore. The fact that Matthew Dellavedova is getting 31 to 45 minutes, that's concerning. And I normally say don't pick point guards against hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on. I normally say don't pick point guards against Cleveland, but this guy's only 4K, and he's a champion. Right? In games that he played minutes, except for Boston, I don't know what happened here. He went over 8. That's not really gonna happen all the time. Other than that, whenever he plays minutes, he's playing a sorry defense. And nine, no, look, 3 games, 9 minutes, he only got to four. So maybe you might want to use a little bit of caution and not go too crazy and chase here. Plus, this guy is one of the older guys on the team as well. But 11 and 14 assists. What's the pace like? Who they playing? Cleveland and Chicago. Let's see what kind of pace we're gonna get out of these guys. Yeah, so I see Cleveland on the bottom end of the spectrum with Chicago. Is either one going to be looking to push? I don't see Chicago-ish. Yeah, so it's going to be one of them slower pace games. They both like to keep it slow, it seems, as of late. But Della V for those numbers, 3 out of the last 4 games with some, he's made value. He got 30-point upside. He's only 4K. It's worth the chase, I guess, right? I had him in my lineup that I made already, but as I'm looking at some stuff, I'm not really too thrilled. But I'll probably keep him there until the news come out. He's probably one of the first people to go. But him and Sexton kind of cancel each other out for me, to say the least. And then we start looking at McKinney. With all the injuries, he'll probably get minutes in the 20s. He just got you to 20. Against this team in 2 games, 18 minutes, only 9. Um, he's only got up 6 shots here. He got some rebounds, played some defense, I guess. He got a block up. He looks like he's a thief as well. Look like he plays some solid defense. Well, I'm not picking him, but he's cheap. He can be sneaky. If you got a nice lineup, you got 7 players, you got 3,200. You're looking for someone to just plug. Consider some McKinney. Um, Kevin Love should eat tonight. 6 times value is going to be 48 in 3 games in 32 minutes. He's averaging that much. Um, just a little too expensive for me tonight. I don't doubt him getting back into the 40s or even 50s, but what he'll do on my salary, tonight's slate is not the type of slate that you're going to have a lot of salary to just play around with. And if you want safe guys with high upside, like all these guys here can get you 40. There's not one guy that you're looking at in this lineup that can't get you 40, cannot get you 40. And that's what I mean. And they're all safe. They all got good usage. They all got, you know, but Kevin Love, he can get 40, but look at his price. I plug him in. I got $3,400 to spend on the next player. Like, there's other players that can get 40s as well. That's what I'm trying to say. And one of them is Larry Nance. Why not go Nance? He got 40s and 50s upside. He's playing a very weak defense. He's good for a point per minute. Tristan Thompson already ruled out, so we know that there's extra run for him. Who's Drummond backup? Nance. Who's Kevin Love backup? Nance and Osman, I guess. No, let's say it's Nance, okay. All right, so Drummond backup, pretty much he doesn't have one. Zizic, which is Nance, so Nance, right? Call McKinney or Osman. Osman is Kevin Love backup. Small forward. There's nobody. McKinney and nobody to even back him up. And so the team is really short. I think Nance gets you what you want tonight. I think the minutes are going to be there. The matchup is decent. And in these situations, Nance have killed every single time. Nance has killed every single time. Nance has killed every single time. I don't see why it doesn't happen again tonight, okay? And then we look at Drummond. For 8,700, that's too cheap. We're getting back to Drummond from the beginning of the season, who can put up 50s and 60s. He has been. Tristan is already ruled out, so if Drummond is going to get minutes in the 30s against this weak defense, that's what you want. You definitely want to sweep. So I don't have Drummond in the first lineup that I made. I have Robinson and Baines, but I think I might go Turner and Drummond. Or I might just give it a Turner because as good as he's been doing, I see a 44, but I don't really see upside past that. But Drummond is probably the most expensive guy I'll pay for on this slate, to be honest. You only got 21. I'm just gonna leave it because I don't want DraftKings crying, jumping on my dick. You know how they be on my dick. Some niggas get out of here. But Drummond I like tonight quite a bit, and that's my dogs them from last season. So if you're telling me he's gonna get a run against this weak interior, give me some of that. A lot of shots going up. Everybody shooting bricks. Kobe White gonna be shooting bricks. Give me some Drummond. What you talking about? Hell yeah. Give me some Drummond. All right, and that's it for that game. That's it for that game. I love Nance. I love you pick Nance and Drummond. You pretty much what you got the whole interior for the whole game. You cut against this weak interior. You got it's ridiculous. You should do well. So that's how I feel about that right there. All right. Um, Five of your suggestions flamed, and I still cash with power injury. Thanks, my brother. Oldest, you know how we do. You know how we do. It's nothing new, baby. We always win the money. Anybody in my crew that says that since they in my crew and they can't win, they lying. They lying. Nikola Vucevic is the real Nikola. Oh yeah. What's up with Lou Will? Jackson taking minutes. Let's check it out when we get there. I'll definitely check it out. Brooks, I'll check it out. Osman heating up. Oh, let's check out Osman. Yeah, yeah, I saw that. I have no interest in him only because of where he stand on like things. But let's see what he has been doing that he hasn't been doing. Right? What has been the factor for him? 6 assists. All right, that's an outlier. I don't see another 6 assists coming, so I could see that not happening again. Here, what you mean heating up? He's 5K. He had one game over 30. I don't like him, man. I don't like him for tonight. I mean, he just had a good game. I see a lot of people wanting to chase. They're gonna see Tristan Thompson now. They're gonna want to chase it. And good luck. Me, give me some Larry Nance. I'm good. I don't want the Osmond. I'm good. I don't want. I don't like that play. I pass. Okay. San Antonio versus Dallas. San Antonio's been getting washed up, guys. And Dallas, when we look at defense, it's a team that I don't really like to challenge because they're playing top five defense right now. Very good defense. Combine that with San Antonio playing very bad offense. Just not really interested in too much here. And my one player that I probably would be interested in, Murray, who brought me to the bag the other day. He got a 50 bomb, got a calf strain, and he won't be. He doesn't even have a timeline. He's probably done. People might look at White and try to take a flyer. I don't know. I don't know what to suggest. I don't like any of these guys here, guys. Honestly, Patty Mills maybe. I don't know. I have no clue. Um, I could tell you that the use Bellinelli's gonna play, so that's less usage for my guy that I normally like. His name is Rudy Gay, whose price have been inflated based on his recent success. He's playing a tough defense in 21 minutes through 3 game sample size. He did get to 27 against these guys. He just flashed a 37 upside. I normally advocate for Rudy Gay, but tonight, hell no. Who's K Johnson? Keldon? Who? Nah. DeRozan, we know the usage is going to be there. In 3 games, he got to 46. So I would never say no. Don't play DeRozan in this situation, especially now that Murray's another guy down. I'm not playing DeRozan in any of my line. I'm not playing any Spurs, guys. It's just not worth it for me. Oh, Aldridge is questionable now. Or he's expected to sit. All right. And then you got guys like Lyles, who's pretty been safe, right? Just about 30 every game. And 19 minutes against this team, only 9-11. This game just doesn't do anything for me. Eubanks finally started getting some play. They want to put some big bodies down there. Finally, they're gonna need it for his poor Zingas. But nothing screams. Even on the other side of the board, the fact that this game is even existed today, I might ignore this whole game, man. Luca for 11K, is that what you really want? All right, then go for it. I know he got some 73 upside. He'll triple double and get you there. He's questionable with sprain wrist. I think he'll miss. This game is too easy for them. They're not gonna play him. And if he does miss, the fact that Brunson is out, give me some and Steph Curry is out. If I would definitely load up on some Delon Wright tonight if Luca miss, and this would be my only exposure to this game. Um, I'm all set off Chris Stops because, and then Tim Hardaway Jr. People might like him. I mean, he just went for 40. But look at this, all right? He took 21 shot. He played 39 minutes. The last game before that, he played 39 minutes. He got to 26. And they both would look. New Orleans is even an easier matchup than Indiana. So that's just to tell you that the guy is not consistent. And he will hurt you if you don't be careful. He played for New York Knicks. I've watched him for years. He's whack. Okay? They want to diss my man Carmelo Anthony and say, oh, he did in New York. He didn't do nothing. He ain't have no help. Who the hell y'all gave him? Rookie Kristaps, who didn't find himself yet? He didn't have no help. Man didn't have no help. They had flipping Tim Hardaway Jr. Who the hell is going to win with Tim Hardaway Jr.? You see, Luka couldn't do shit with Tim Hardaway. He had to wait till Kristaps came, develop Kristaps. So, leave Tim Hardaway alone, man. And then Kleber for 4,800, not a bad consideration. I know he just had a bad game, but forgive him. He'll get you 24 to 37 points. Cardi Stein already ruled out. Finney Smith, I think, is doubtful or questionable. So if Finney Smith sits, they don't have any bodies in here. Might want to go Justin. Justin is a baller, man. Give this guy 20 or 30 minutes. Let's see, 27, he get you 20. I'm gonna have my eyes on this guy tonight. I'm gonna have my eyes on this game. I need the injury news. But then what? It's an 8 o'clock game, so hopefully by shoot around we'll get more clarity of what's going on. Because I definitely got some interest in some of these guys. If DFS sits, I'm definitely playing Jackson. I've been looking for small forwards anyway, so he's gonna be my little men play the game that I like his game. I think he's all right. I think he's one of those guys that's probably like his third year, fourth year, and he's ready to blossom. He could be a point per minute sometimes. I don't know why he played 20 minutes here and only gave you four. That was strange. But he's min price and he'll be needed. In 4 minutes, he already put up five against this team. Not that that means anything. He probably got some garbage time or whatever, but I'm gonna keep an eye on him for tonight. And then Porzingis is just too expensive. I'm not paying this kind of money for nobody going on forward. Win or lose, I'm just gonna take the results. I'm not paying up for anybody moving forward. I'm looking for guys in the mid price range with a lot of bounce in their game. I'm Drummond is probably the most expensive player that I'll lock in tonight, only because he got 60 upside. Now I like him. 8K is not that bad. You know what I mean? Talk to me, YouTube. Facts, bro. Ever since I started watching you, I've been winning. I already know. I know that. I know that. Not to brag on that, but I'm the best. What y'all want me to? I should be on TV someday, man. Memphis, Ja Morant for 7K. I just hate picking on Ja Morant, man. The guy will go from 46 to 25. Dallas is a tough opponent. Brooklyn should have been a little easier, but they blew them out. In 29 minutes, he got to 33. Atlanta, his minutes be all over the place. His fantasy points be all over the place. He's not as consistent. His team is playing very good, though. So whatever the coach is doing is working. All right. Melton just got to 30, but before that, he hasn't. So be careful. Don't chase. Tyus, man, this guy, he'll wait till I pick him to give you the worst year of the season. As soon as I get off him, he'll go off. We just got that kind of relationship. People asking about Dylan Brooks. He's just not consistent for me. It's like deja vu because I felt like the last time he played this team, I said the same thing. It was recently. It wasn't that long ago. Um, the minutes are there. He's taking what 13 or 15 shots. That's good. Um, his peripheries are not that great. He doesn't get blocks and steals. He doesn't really get that many assists. He barely gets rebounds. I would say leave him alone, man. There's too much going on. Too many plays today that you could substitute. I wouldn't go too crazy. Conchar's been getting minutes. All right, good for him. Um, I always like Kyle Anderson, but he hasn't been. Nobody on this team has been consistent. Not even Valanciunas. There's been no consistency. Okay, Valanciunas was consistent. I'm like, yeah. We got Valanciunas. I played him. He gave me 33. He was like 78. He gave me 33. Went to Dallas, sucked. Then he went to Atlanta and put up a massive 60 bomb. I'm not playing these games, man. I don't know. I don't know when they're gonna do it. I don't know. And I bet my money. It's not I don't play for fun. I play for money. And I can't bet my money guessing when Valanciunas is gonna go off and when he's not gonna go off. He should do well, okay? He doesn't Jeng is his backup. Um, so he has a backup. He has Jeng and then power forward. It's just Anderson. So there's reasons for him to do well, but he hasn't been. I don't know what to tell y'all, man. I'm just not interested. What's up with Jackson or just Jackson here? 4,600. Oh, he's coming around. Look. One, two, three, four, five, six. 80% of the time, this guy gets you there. And they're playing Orlando. Hmm. I know I don't like him that much, and I always call him a bum, but this might be what you want right here. Josh Jackson, another small forward. So we got Josh Jackson. We got the Dallas J. Jackson. We got Covington. So the small forwards are starting to look a little better. Show Josh Jackson some love, man. He's at home. Does his home and away split? He seems to do better on the road. Strange enough, but Show him some love. Seems to be doing all right after some practices and getting acclimated in his role. Since the recent injuries, he seems to be doing better. So show him some love. Orlando, I would say stay away from messing with Memphis right now. Them guys are balling. Markel Fultz, he just had a 41-point game a couple games ago, but other than that, he's been kind of reeling. He just shot 67% and still couldn't get to value. So that's enough for me to say no, thank you. DJ Augustine, his minutes has been trending back up since coming back from his injury. But the fact that he is fighting with an injury or just fought an injury is enough for me not to, against a tough matchup on the road, is enough for me to say be careful. But without that, without fear, I mean, there's nothing not to like. We know what he's capable of. He's only 4K. Um, go for it. Definitely want to consider some Augustine. T. Ross, I'm going to start being careful as he gets closer to 6K, but he's averaging 36 in the last 6 games. The last 2 games have been kind of weird. Minnesota, he should have did better. Um, Guys are getting healthy and coming back. Carter Williams playing some too. And then it's Memphis. Like I said, they're the best defense. I don't want to challenge it. The guys are not really getting healthy. They're thin at the wings. No Fournier, no Isaac. Ennis. It's pretty much him, Ennis, and that's it. Carter Williams and those guys are not on the wing. Him, Ennis, and Gordon. Gordon for 7,900 might be good. But again, like I said, I don't want to attack these guys, and I don't want to pay 8K and get 30 something tonight. I'm gonna be pissed. I don't want to attack this team tonight. Vucevic is too much. 9,100 for him is just too much. And in 31 minutes, he put up 60 already. So if you want to chase that, then go for it. But I'm not paying 9,100 for Vucevic against the top defense as of late. Their defensive rating is 96.8 in the last 6 games. There's a 9-game slate. Why am I gonna go and attack that team tonight on the road? They home. You know what I'm saying? It's just to, like again. You might at the end of the night you might look at these guys and say, look, Vucevic went off for 80. All right, good for him. I didn't like the numbers that led up to the slate suggesting to not play him. Period. And that's just my stance on that. So, but he already showed success. Valanciunas' defense is not really going to do much for him. Vucevic is the usage monster for his team. There's a lot of good reasons to play him. But I have my own reasons why I'm going to fade him. Period. That's it. That's how I feel about that game. All right. So, let's see. Power forward kill Memphis, even when they're healthy. Yeah, I'm not attacking Memphis right now. If I was to pick a Orlando player, I'll pay a 7,900 for Aaron Gordon, only because he's been good to me as of late. But again, I'm not attacking Memphis at home right now. I'm just not doing it. I'm very impressed by what I see from them defensively. Enough so to make me just not want to attack them. All right, Portland, um, point guard. Lillard is gonna have a smash out game soon, guys. Lillard will have a smash out game soon. Let's see. Are they fighting? Fighting? What are they fighting for? Oh, they're not even in the playoff right now. They're 4.5 games out, and there's some good teams fighting with them. So Lillard have all reasons to come out tonight and go off. He's at home. He's playing the worst defense, the second worst defense right now in basketball. He's back at home, um, and they're fighting. He wants to get to the playoffs, I'm sure. And they played 2 games ago. He played 38 minutes in Phoenix. It was his second game back. I don't think Rubio can hold them, guys. I don't think Rubio can hold them. I think that 9,100 I think Lillard's going to go off tonight. Um, I'm not playing them because, again, it just doesn't fit what I'm trying to do. But all reasons to like him. The numbers are not going to suggest to. It's just a gut feeling. I feel like Lillard's going off tonight. CJ Mack, now that Lillard's back, you might as well leave him on the shelf for that 8K. I'm not feeling it. We need him back in the 6K to consider him. And the backup minions are not worth any considerations from me. Trent Jr., he's on you. Ariza, we know that he's going to get the minutes. If it doesn't blow out, he'll get upper 30s in minutes. For 4K in 36 minutes, he already put up 30 against his team. And the way that these guys are throwing up crazy shots, I don't see a reason not to play Ariza tonight. All right. Melo, I'm good. That sucks. I hope they make the playoffs. I'm good off Melo. There's no reason to want to play Melo. Whiteside for 9K should eat tonight, but Aaron Baines' defense is decent. In 40 minutes, he put up 58 against him. That's 6 times value. That was just 2 games ago. Now he's at home. I don't see why he shouldn't do even better at home. We look at his home and away splits. He likes to be at home. He is at home. The only thing is he's 9K for one. Baines is a little tough, man. Baines is not as Baines is tough. But he's the one that Baines just went horse shit against the other day. Remember that. So definitely love Baines tonight. Let's check those guys out. Yeah, I like Whiteside and I like Lillard. I think those two guys propelled their team to some big wins tonight. Um, with that being said, though, they're just so expensive that they're safe. They're what you call low risk. No, those guys are low risk, high reward players. It's not a lot of risk in playing Whiteside tonight. His matchup is there. He already showed that he can eat, and he's back at home where he has a better home and away split. So low risk, high reward. Me, I like low risk, high reward, low price. Whiteside is his price is too much. There's other guys in my lineup who are priced cheaper who can get me there. So that being said, let's continue. Phoenix, Ricky Rubio, one of my favorite players on the slate, man. Rubio's just too hot right now. Too hot. He's better at home, and I get it, but he just played Portland. He put up 38, which is not that great, but I think we're gonna get a better Rubio today, man. This guy just triple double, 13 assists, 13 rebounds. The rebound numbers are gonna be hard to come by because of Whiteside tonight. And the steals, I don't really think he can really do that well defensively. 7,500. I like Rubio tonight. I don't see why not play Rubio. Um, he'll probably be in one of two of mine. In 3 games, 33 minutes, he put up 45 against his team. I have no beef playing Rubio tonight. All right. Um, no beef playing Rubio. Um, Booker, same story. They just played. Booker went off for 50. But 50 is not 6 times value tonight, okay? And then the subsequent game he came out and went out for 60. 60 is 6 times value tonight. But that was a big home run for them. It was at home. He shot 13 for 17. He's not gonna do that a lot, man. He's not Superman. He's gonna get drug tested if he keeps doing that. But in 2 games he dropped 50 on them. Just too expensive. And the 50 wouldn't really impress me that much. And he's gonna have to battle with Rubio for assists and all that. Playing a team that's really, really trying to get into the playoffs on the road, I'm not too excited. I'll take the cheaper Rubio, but Booker's in a spot where he should eat, he should thrive. And then these guys on the wings, I'm not really interested in the 6K Bridges, who I feel should be able to get you there. He just dropped a 40 bomb, but the 10 rebounds is not likely every night. So I think that's where we got it twisted. The 10 rebounds are not likely. But they're small up front. They don't really have too many. It's just Saric, and that's it. So he's playing some power forward minutes, and maybe that's why his rebound numbers are going up. But Baines, you gotta play Baines at 5,900. This price, I don't know what Draftkings doing. Every now and then they like to jack up prices, but now they see a clear 7K player, and they're keeping them at the 5.9. All right, this guy's locked in both of my lineups tonight. He already had Whiteside for 70 points. He's taking 16 shots. The rebounds are there. This game here, I think this is a floor for him, right? Only scored 20. I said only scored 24, but the fact that he can score and his team's looking for scorers, that impressed me. The fact that Rubio is a pick and roll genius, that impresses me. The fact that Hassan Whiteside doesn't really play defense, that impresses me. On the road, he does do better at home, it seems. Those numbers might be inflated by the 2 massive games he just had. Continue to chase this, man. The team doesn't have a center. The guy is balling out of control. Continue to chase it, okay? And this is why I might gotta have Drummond in one of my lineups for the blessing tonight. But continue to chase that 5,900. Continue to chase it. It's worth it. Please continue to chase it, okay? You're gonna need that tonight. And that's how I feel about that game. He said drug tested. Then we wake and bake today for the DFS. You know how we do, Chadwick. Welcome, man. Hit the thumbs up on the way in and enjoy the show. Might want to rewind though, because I've been dropping some knowledge on them today. I'm dropping some knowledge on them today. Golden State versus the Clippers. Um, the Clippers is the best team in basketball, if not one of the best. Top five, top six, whatever. Golden State is one of the worst offensive teams. You know, I wonder if I can get best offense, NBA teams by offense, NBA teams by offense. Again, I'm not gonna look at any DVP tools because I don't know who makes them. I don't know what they. I don't like them. The other day I looked at like three of them. I'm not gonna lie. Just to kind of like think, each three told me three different things. What the fuck is this? I'm not looking at no handmade tools, guys. I'm looking at NBA stats. That's it. Offensive ratings. Golden State Warrior. I just knew it. I just knew it. So the worst offensive team, okay, is playing the best defensive team. Is that what you want? Is that a game you guys even want to mess with tonight? Seriously? Nah, not me. Coming off of a loss, not me, man. I'm staying away. I don't want no Steph Curry if he plays or don't play. I don't want Mulder. I don't want Poole. I don't want Wiggins. What's crazy is I almost had Wiggins this game. All right, let me show y'all something. Philadelphia Sixers in the last 6 games has been the worst defensive team in the NBA since Embiid and Simmons went down. Okay, the worst, guys. 0, the bottom, by a landslide. Look at it. 121 the next one by a landslide. Okay, Andrew Wiggins, bum ass, played this team, and his team won. He played 37 minutes, and he got 24 fantasy points. No Steph Curry. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not playing this bum, bro. You crazy? I'm not playing him. Don't play him. Don't play. I'm telling you, you're gonna stand there with his hand in his side like he hungry or something. Like he begging a dollar. The hell out of here. But Damian Lee's been balling. If it wasn't the best defense, I'll give him a shot for that. 36 and 37, that impresses me, especially if Steph Curry don't play. I just don't like this game, to be honest. Pascal, whatever you want here, whatever you guys think is necessary. Marquise Chris, again, 6K is just too much that they're playing. If you have a question, I'll answer. I'm not wasting time on these 2 last games like that because I know that people are into late night hammers and such, but I'm not into that tonight. I'm not playing. I don't see it. I don't see anything here that I want on a Golden State. It's a waste of my time. When we look at the Clippers, it's a waste of my time as well. Paul George for 7,700. I'm pretty sure he can I don't think they'll need him. This is the game where I say if you want to take a chance on some Reggie Jackson being sneaky in garbage time. All right, but I don't see anything here. Honestly, I don't see anything here that I love. A 9K Kawhi is not needed tonight. I don't feel like, and again, I'm not paying 9K. It's not part of the strategy that I employ. Um, Morris Senior, maybe he should be. He seems like the type. Look, he already dropped 60 against these guys. He seems like the type of player that can survive the situation. Role player that gets hot early in the game against one of these poor, sorry teams and just go off. So I would say if you must for the late night hammer, look at some Morris Senior, and some Zubac, who will come out set the tone early. I think Zubac will come out early, set the tone, help with the blowout, help initiate the blowout. I don't think Marquise Chris can do much to them. So Zubac and the cheaper guys, right? Don't mess with the big price players from these games, guys. Trust me, you're gonna be scratching your head at the end of the night. Like, what am I doing? What am I doing wrong? You don't want to be. You don't want to feel like that tonight. Trust me. You don't want to feel like that. All right. Lakers, same story. I think Brooklyn put up a little more resistance, but I can be realistic. I'm not messing with Karis LeVert tonight. That should tell you guys something. I just don't feel like this is the game I want to do that. Now, but let's start with these guys. LeBron James. Okay. Now, if James missed last week's victory over the Warriors with the same injury. He's played through it since, but may have aggravated it in Sunday's. So these guys just played a hard-fought game on TV. They might see the Nets as an inferior opponent. Make no mistakes, okay? I'm telling you this right now, guys. If LeBron James rules out, or Anthony Davis, not Anthony Davis, either one rules out before lock, load up on some Karis LeVert. If both of them play together and they stuff the paint, like that's what they do. The two of them sit back there, they stuff the paint, and then they got perimeter defenders. It's no way. That's like the best defensive strategy you can employ. You got two giants down low, and then you got KCP, Avery Bradley. You got all these guys on the perimeter playing solid defense. You're not gonna lose. Period. They're long down front. They long up front. It's gonna be hard. But if they don't have these bodies to stuff the hole, the Nets are gonna eat the interior up tonight. All right. So that's the only way I'm messing with that game is if LeBron or Anthony Davis sit out. Other than that, um, I'll stay away. But if LeBron plays, I don't want him or anybody else in this game. All right. If he doesn't play, oh yeah, I'm gonna take that Rondo for the low. But and in 22 minutes, Rondo already put up 26 against this team. So if LeBron rules out, this slate takes a turn immediately. So it's something to watch. And let's see what happens by morning shoot around. If we get enough information, it's the last game of the slate, so we might not get enough information. But let's see. Let's see what happens. If LeBron misses, don't mess with Kuzma. Kuzma had a decent game the other day. I'm not playing Kuzma ever again. I think he's like just looks like a flipping. What's that? Thanks, a turkey. Does he look like a turkey? Oh my god, I cracked myself up. Hilarious. Um, what else here? It's not much here. AD is AD. 9,800 might be a little cheap for him. Against in 26 minutes, he put up 37. Well, I don't know what to say about that. But if AD misses, Dwight Howard and McGee becomes in play at that point. Shit like that. All right. In Brooklyn, though, stay away from Spencer. He already gave up the keys to the city. It's Karis LeVert's team. With that being said, definitely consider some LeVert. He's averaging 6 times. He got 60-point upside, in which he done 3 times in the last 10 games. In 22 minutes against his team, he already got 28. So if he comes out and pushing the issue, even if those guys play, I think Karis LeVert should still be in consideration. Honestly, I think he should still be in consideration. But when you go up against tough defense, like we just saw, Memphis is number one, right? Look, he struggled. Let's look at the other tough defenses. So let's see. Memphis, Lakers, Bucks, Pacers, Mavericks. Did he play any of those guys recently? Let's see. None of these teams are really big on defense like that. And maybe that's why he's at a stretch. Miami's up there. He look, Miami 35 minutes. They're known for defense. He got 25. I wouldn't really say Boston is known for defense. Let's see where they are on this. Number 9. The Lakers is sitting at number 2, and I'm just not thrilled to have to go there tonight. So that's how I feel about the slate. Period. See what y'all talking about. Pascal a good pick? I would say not on a slate like today. There's too many options. You say you may have to use Pascal for what? What do you need him for? Let me see. Y'all see it. Pascal. He's playing against the best defense in the NBA. That's not enough to worry you? No? For almost 6K, you might have to for what? What are you gonna get from him? In 25 minutes, 23? So what are you saying? He's a point per minute? So what, he's gonna get to 30? There's no upside there. Don't wait. I mean, do what you want, man. I say no. Man. No, don't play Pascal, but it is what it is. May have to use if at Philly it is his homecoming. I like a good narrative. My mistake, Fade GS. Yeah. What are you doing? Come on. Paul George, I don't think they need him tonight. And Paul George in these kind of matchups haven't been getting us there. So I'll say no. Anthony Davis, 9,800 is kind of cheap. If LeBron misses, he'll be very chalked tonight. And I think that he'll be disappointed. It's just too high of a price tag. That's it. That's how I feel about these games, guys. I'm getting out of here. I got some running around to go do. Hit me up on Twitter with your questions, concerns, comments, suggestions, and your complaints are always welcome. Help me be a better person at DFS. Other than that, I'm getting out of here, guys. Peace.